Welcome back to field number 9 here at Tinsley Athletic Complex in Bossier City, Louisiana. This is game 19 of bracket play here in the 12U Ozone Division II DYB World Series. And one of these teams is going to go home today. Alabama, the visitor, play out of Wicksburg, Alabama, and Avon Park, Florida. Both teams 2-1 come into this one, and we'll set the stage here in just a minute. Looks like we're almost ready for the first pitch as the starting pitcher for the Florida team, Hayden Lee, makes his final warm-up pitches. Leading off for Alabama is going to be Brody Smith. Brody is going to do the catching today for Alabama. Defense for Florida, left to right. Kyler Doughty out there in left field. Doughty. Center field is going to be Colton Elder. Griffin Troy in right. Ty Cleveland at third base. Kason Jackson at short. Clay Germain at second. Jackson Hancock at first. And behind the plate is McCoy Pollitt. And the first pitch from Lee misses high for a ball. Smith puts the 1-0 into play, fielded by the third baseman, and the out at first. And one down. So Judson Bowden steps in. And he takes the first pitch. Looks like a breaking ball there for a strike. And if you were just now tuning in, make sure you share the feed. Let everybody know where they can find this big-time elimination game here on this Sunday in beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana. And the 0-1 misses high. Scratch that. Ump says it's 2-1. I must have missed a pitch there. And the 2-1 misses outside. So we are watching a rematch from what was likely the best game of the tournament so far. And we'll get a little bit more into that here in just a second. Ball 4. So Alabama with an early base runner here. So Brandy Jordan steps in. Brandy is pitching today for this Alabama team. Hitting the 3-hole. The runner on first now, and one down early in this one. Fastball right down the middle for strike 1. Alabama pulled it off 6-5 the first time these two teams faced each other. They went up 2-0 early. Florida tied it in the third. Pause for the ball's hit up the middle. Pitcher tries to snag it, can't handle it, but finally does and throws over. And that's going to be out number 2, but the runner's going to advance to second. Anyway, so Florida tied it in the third. Bama scores 2 in the 5th to lead 4-2. Florida gets 3 in the top of the 6th to lead 5-4. And Camino drives in 2 on a walk-off single over on field 10. First pitch to J.C. Yeakel. Catches the outside corner. Strike 1. Popped up, back out of play. And it's 0-2. Yeakel's got a chance to drive in a 2-out run here early. And this one, again, a reminder, this is an elimination game. So winner stays alive and the loser making the long trip back east. And that's going to do it. Strike 3 swinging on a curveball. And that's going to be the end of the top of the first inning. We're going to be back here in just a second in Bossier City, Louisiana, for more of this elimination game. Alabama, Florida tied at 1 after the top of the tied at 0. Sorry, after the top of the first. That was Jace Yakel. I mispronounced his name. I apologize about that, or for that. I'll get it right moving forward. You do have a good look now at the starting pitcher for Alabama. That is Brandy Jordan. And Brandy is ready, or just about ready, for the first pitch of the bottom half, and he is going to face Kaysen Jackson. Lead things off here for this Florida team out of Avon Park. I'm going to mention it a few times today, but it takes very little effort to click that share button.
Okay, to lead off the bottom of the first for Florida will be Kaysen
Let folks know how they can watch this. A lot of work goes into bringing these games to you for these kids. So if you can help us get as many eyes on them as possible, we'd really appreciate it, and I'm sure they would as well. We're set here, ready for the bottom of the first. And the first pitch misses away. "1-0 ripped into left field. It's going to get down, and it's going to get to the wall. Jackson turns and heads for second, and he's in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Leadoff double by Kaysen Jackson now brings up Ty Cleveland.
Brings up Ty Cleveland. Ty's playing third base for this Florida team today. That's grounded foul wide of the third baseman. So it's strike one. There's a ground ball. Shortstop looks the runner back at second, throws over. Not in time. He's going to try to advance to third on the throw, and he's in there safe. So now we've got runners at the corner, at the corners, nobody down. An early rally here with the number 3 hole hitter Hayden Lee coming to the plate. And Avon Park is threatening here early. All right. Nobody down. Runners on the corners. Runner takes off. He's going to steal second without a throw. They throw behind the runner at third. And the throw gets into left field. And the first run of the game is going to come via the throw-in error. The 1-0 pitch misses low. And this is Hayden Lee up now. A single makes this a 2-0 game. There's a strike. I believe that makes it 2-1. And Lee steps out, but we're back ready to roll. That floats in a little high and outside. So Lee's ahead 3-1. There's a good pitch, catches the outside corner. Strike 2. So the count's full now. Ball's hit, popped up into deep right. Whoa, that ball's carrying. The wind's blowing out today. Lee's into second with a double, and the second run of the game is going to score. And he's going to advance to third as the ball gets past the catcher. Heck of a start here for Florida. Everything that can go right is, and it is 2-0. Still nobody out, and a runner at third base with less than 2 outs. So Jackson Hancock steps in. Basically just looking to put the ball in play here anywhere. They're going to give him a run on a ground ball up the middle. That's ripped into left field. It's going to get down in front of the left fielder. Run number 3 is going to come across on RBI single to left field by Jackson Hancock.
Hancock singles to left field, swinging and a run. Now to bat for Florida is Mason Pollock.
And Florida starting to pile it on a little bit here. McCoy Pollitt steps to the plate. That's driven to the third baseman. He's going to go the short way to second, and that's thrown into right field. So runners are going to be at second and third now with nobody down. So Pollitt puts the ball in play, and Alabama cannot convert the grounder into an out. And they are in real trouble here early.
Pollock puts the ball in play. Now up for Florida is Colton Elder.
So Colton Elder's up with a chance to tack on a couple more here if he can find a hole. The first pitch breaking ball from Brandy Jordan misses inside, and Jordan on the mound just run into some tough luck. Fly ball to right field. The wind just happens to pick up and gets over the right fielder's head. Ground ball to an infielder, not converted to an out on back-to-back at bats. And the 1-0 misses outside, so he falls behind Elder here, 2-0, already trailing 3-0. Still nobody down here in the first, and he's at 15 pitches quickly. Swung on a miss, good fastball. That ball's grounded to the third baseman. Going to go to first base with it. He's able to convert that, but run number 4 is going to score on the RBI ground out from Colton Elder. Things are happening so quickly here, I'm having trouble keeping up. And that is going to bring Clay. It's going to bring Clay Germain to the plate. And Germain takes the first pitch for a ball, second pitch in there for a strike. And Florida off to another quick start here. 4-0 lead on Alabama here in this elimination game over on Field 9. Good swing at a fastball. A little late. And Germain is going to fall behind 1-2. That curveball misses. Looks like the runner's going to advance to third without a throw. That bounce in there for a ball. We got the account here at 2-2. Little defensive swing there by Jermaine. That's fouled straight back. So we're going to come back for the 2-2 again. And again, a runner at third base here with less than 2 outs. So if Clay can find a way to win this at bat and put this ball in play, Alabama likely leaves the bottom of the first with at least a 5-0 lead. Ooh, it just missed. Good fastball. Almost caught the upper right-hand portion of the zone. But called the ball. There it is. Driven into right field, gets down in front of the right fielder, and run number 5 comes across. RBI single. So Cohen Carter steps in, looking to keep the rally going. Pitch number 25 from Brandy Jordan misses the inside part of the plate. Good curveball. Carter swings over the top of it. That ball dribbled foul wide of the first base bag. And Florida got here by beating Louisiana 11-1 in day 1 of elimination play. Lost to this Alabama team 6-5, then beat North Carolina yesterday to stay alive 7-2. That's a foul ball. And Bama's route, they beat Tennessee day 1 2-1, beat Florida 6-5, and then lost yesterday to a buzzsaw South Carolina team that starting pitcher had like 14 strikeouts in the 15 batters he faced. And the ground out is going to end the inning, and that's going to do it for Florida's rally, but they push across 5 in the bottom half of the first. We'll be back here in just a couple seconds with the top of the second. You are watching the DYB 12U Ozone Division II World Series live on Texarkana Game Day in conjunction with Diamond Youth Baseball. All right, I'm going to take a quick drink here, and then I'll come back and you can listen to the crowd mic for just a second. All right, that is Hayden Lee you're looking at there, the lefty starter for this Florida team. Hayden got through the top of the first on 12 pitches. Ground out, walk, ground out, and strikeout.
Leading off the top of the second inning for Alabama, Hudson Burkhart.
So Hudson Burkhart can lead things off here for Alabama in the top of the second. And he takes a little fastball with what looked like some two-seam action inside. It didn't make it back over the corner. Good rip, foul back. One pitch. Hammered left field. Wide of the third base bag. Foul ball. One-two curveball. That misses up and in. Two-two from Lee. And the count is full. Strike three called, catches the outside part of the plate.
Up for Alabama, Case Carpenter.
That's going to bring up Case Carpenter. Should bring up Case Carpenter, unless the jersey number's wrong. I've got Case Carpenter wearing number 3. And that is right. Okay, so Case is going to ground to the shortstop. Makes the play and throws it over in plenty of time. Out number 2, one pitch out there from Lee. Had the jersey numbers crossed up. So Carpenter grounds out to the shortstop. And Bronner Deal steps in. Bronner's playing second base today. And Lee working quickly and throwing strikes. Pitch count still under 20 here. 2 outs already in the second. Another strike. Swung on a foul back. That's in there. It's 0-2 on Deal. And as these games get a little bit more important, I'm going to lay out occasionally and let the crowd tell you what's happening. 0-2. That's fouled off. Good curveball. Lee thought it caught the corner. The umpire did not. 1-2. There it is, strike 3. And Lee walks off the mound with a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the second. We'll be right back here with the bottom half. You are watching Alabama versus Florida in an elimination game here live from Bossier City. Florida leads 5 to Alabama 0. Head to the bottom of the second. All right, we're back here from field number 9 again at Tinsley Athletic Park in Bossier City, Louisiana. Here comes some cloud cover. And the weather has started to cooperate a little bit better here. It's a good thing for me and my team. Instead of having to waterproof everything before we leave tonight, we can get out of here about an hour and a half earlier. Not that you guys care, but it'd be nice to not have to be up here for 18 hours for a day. But again, I'll ask you to do me a favor. Share share the feed. It's not that difficult. If we don't reach 200 shares, I'm going to turn the stream off. How about that? Kyler Doty, he's going to lead off here for Florida, and he steps out before the first pitch. Now he's back in there. Doty's playing left field today, or at least started out there, and he's going to take a pitch wide from Brandy Jordan. Start this at bat. Avon Park, Florida. Pushed across 5 in the first. That ball's dribbled to the third baseman. Foul. 1-1. But Florida scored 5 in the first. And on this field the last 2 days, we have seen 5-run leads erased at a minimum half a dozen times. Ground ball up the middle. Gets past our shortstop. And Doty can end up on second or first base with an infield single. Unofficially, I'm not the official scorekeeper, but if I were, I'll give the young man a single. Either way, he's on first base with nobody out. There we go. Throws back behind the runner, but he's back in plenty of time. And that pitch misses away. To Griffin Troy. Griffin's playing right field today. Florida in the white tops, trimmed in red with the white bottoms and the really high red socks. Sharp looking uniforms today. And Bama is rocking that crimson red. It is almost synonymous with the state now that the football team is going crazy the last few years, or for a decade now. 2 O's in there for a strike, makes it 2-1. There's a ground ball fielded by the third baseman, goes a short way to second, makes the turn and heads back to first, but not in time. So a ground ball out. Keeps the runner at first base, but now we got one down. And Carter Knight, the 11-hole hitter here for this Florida team, steps in with a runner on base. Check swing at a curveball, but ump says it caught the zone. And Knight's behind 0-1. That one's hit to the first baseman, makes the play and goes to second, comes back, thought about turning 2. Good play there by the first baseman. A little too much speed headed down the line, though, to convert that into a double play. So that goes in the books as fielder's choice. Ground out for Carter Knight.
Pitcher Brayden Jordan has 38 pitches.
Top of the order again, Kaysen Jackson.
Leadoff batter, Kaysen Jackson.
Takes a ball. Kaysen led off the bottom of the second with a double to left field. Scored the first run of the game. That's hit high in the air. Left fielder's underneath it, though. And the play is made to end the second inning. So Alabama is going to head to the top of the third, still trailing by 5 here early in this one. You were watching an elimination game live from Bossier City here in the DYB 2024 Ozone 12U World Series in Division II. Alrighty. Welcome back. This is Dawson Caminos leading off things here for Alabama. In the top of the third, Dawson was the hero in the first matchup between these two teams with a walk-off two-run single back on, it was yesterday morning actually. That misses inside for a ball. Two and one. Popped up. Second baseman's there and converts that into a fairly easy out. That's Clay Germain out there making the play. One down. Grady Wheelis wearing number 0. He's going to step in here. Rounded to the shortstop, fielded cleanly, throw over in time. 2 down. That's Kason Jackson out there with the routine defensive play. So Carson Grantham steps in, facing the starter Lee, who is just now throwing his 30th pitch of the day. Swung on a miss for a strike. Ideal start here if you were Florida. Strike 2. So Lee is filling up the zone here early in this elimination game. Quality strikes. His team spotted him 5 in the first. Looking to get through the third here cleanly. Just misses up and in. Good curveball, but it doesn't break back far enough. Strike 3, two-seamer comes back, catches the edge of the zone. Lee gets his team back in the dugout, still leading 5-0. We'll be right back with the bottom of the fourth here in just a couple seconds. You are watching Elimination Game. Alabama trails Florida 5-0.
Thank you. 0. So this is what inning is this? There's a 0 is going in. Just put 30.
Ty Cleveland's going to lead things off here for this Florida squad. I'm sorry about that. Here in the bottom of the third. And Ty singled his first time up. Infield single variety. And he swings at the first pitch and misses 0-1. Curveball came back towards the plate. Ty swings and fouls that off. It is 0-2. That one misses. Ball's driven over the head of the shortstop into the gap in left center field. It's going to reach the wall. Cleveland is going to head to second base standing with a leadoff double. Excellent at bat. Got behind 0-2 and delivered an absolute bullet into left center field. Hayden Lee steps in, and Hayden smoked the ball to right field for a double his first time up. Takes a curveball in, and Cleveland is going to trot into third on a pass ball. Count is obviously 1-0 now. Foul ball makes it 1-1. That was driven to the same exact gap. One run is going to score easily. And Lee, he strolls into second with back-to-back doubles to left center field for this Avon Park, Florida team. It is 6-0.
Lee brings up Jackson Hancock.
Gonna have a pinch runner. See if I can get a number on him for you. That's 27 is gonna come run for Lee. Ball one. It'll be Case and Jackson out there running. Another curveball swung on and missed. 1-1. So Florida still has nobody down here. 4, 5, and 6 due up in the order. And strike 2 called. Got a chance to deliver what could be a knockout blow here if they can keep finding holes. 1-2. Strike 3 swinging ball gets away. They're going to have to throw down to first to convert it to an out, and they do. And the runner's going to slide over to third in the process. There's one down now. So McCoy Pollock has the plate. Need to put one in play here as the Bama infield looks like they're going to concede a run. And scratch that. Run number 7 is going to score on a passed ball. Or a wild pitch. I'm not the official scorekeeper. Not even sure if they keep that stat in DYB baseball, but it's 1-0 and it's 7-0 now. Popped up. Looks like they got a play on it. Pitcher calls for it. And that's easily put away for out number 2. Randy Jordan makes the play himself and makes a slow trot back to the mound. Now with 2 outs.
Up to bat now, Colton Elder.
So Colton Elder steps in. Drove in a run in the first with a ground out. 2 down now, nobody on. Swings and misses at the first.
What's going on over there?
The ball's fouled out of play. And Jordan is ahead 0-2 here. The 0-2 from Jordan. Fastball driven into center field. The center fielder's there. Dives and it gets past him. And Elder slides into second with a 2-out double. And Avon Park, Florida, looking to put together a 2-out rally and see if they can't land a knockout blow here. Clay Germain, he drove in a run to right field his first time up. That pitch misses wide. And Jordan is at 57 pitches. Grab ball to second. Should be a fairly easy play, and it is. That's going to do it for the bottom of the third. But we're going to head to the top half of the fourth now. Alabama trails Florida 7-0 here in this elimination game over on Field 9. And we'll be right back with more coverage in just a couple moments. Alrighty, we're back. Got a good look at some of that Alabama staff as they prepare their team for what's ahead here in the top of the fourth. In desperate need of a couple runs here.
After 3 innings of play, we have Florida leading 7-0. And leading off for Alabama is number 9, Colin Mims.
All right. Colin Mims going to step in to lead things off for the Bama squad here in the fourth. Swung on and missed. That's a good fastball to start the at-bat. And Alabama turns the lineup over after Mims' position here. Mims can find a way on. It would absolutely help. Improve their odds of putting a couple runs on the board here. And he takes a fastball in just off his knees. So the 2-1. Nice fastball on the outside part of the plate. Swung on a miss, strike 3. And Hayden Lee has got the good stuff going. That pitch misses high. Leadoff man Brody Smith steps in as Lee has thrown his 40th pitch of the day. And here comes pitch number 41. That misses away. It's driven down the third base line. Fair ball. It's going to get almost to the fence. And Smith makes the turn, and he's going to stroll into second base with a one-out double.
Double by Smith brings up number 7, Jensen Bowden.
First pitch to Bowden. Misses a little bit high. That's a good pitch in there for a strike. If Florida is able to advance, Hayden Lee will not be available to pitch tomorrow. That's a bridge they'll cross when they get there, I presume. If they get there. It's a long way to go in this one. 1-1 now to Judson Bowden. That's a good-looking pitch, but misses the outside corner by just a bit. Hayden Lee shook his head like he wanted that one. Curveball catches the zone. 2-2. Foul tip. Straight back. Ball hits the third baseman on 2 hops, fielded cleanly, thrown over in plenty of time. Runner advances to third on the throw, but 2 down now. Starting pitcher for Alabama now steps in with 2 outs and a run on third with nobody down. And I saw this young man absolutely hammer one out here yesterday. And he takes a curveball in there for a strike. If you haven't followed the DYB page, I urge you to do that now. Ball's popped up. First baseman's calling for it. And he catches it in foul territory to end the Alabama rally. We're going to head to the bottom half of the 4th inning here live from field number 9 at Tinsley Athletic Complex. You are watching the elimination game here at the 2024 DYB World Series. Alabama 0, Florida 7. Appreciate everybody out there tuning in. I'll implore you one more time to click that share button. It is incredibly easy and quick to do, and these kids deserve to have every eye that we can get watching them. And while Brandy Jordan waits for his catcher to gear up so he can start throwing warm-up pitches, I will tell you about the Diamond Youth Baseball Organization. Let's see here. Let's talk about how dedicated they are to building the youth in our communities to become the responsible leaders and parents of tomorrow. The real goal is to teach teams fair play, love of God and country, and leave them better equipped for life as a result of the lessons learned through this game of baseball. You can help them in the DYB program by offering your services as a volunteer. There are very few things that could be considered a better calling. Visit dybusa.org or message the page that you are watching this game on, and someone there will almost certainly be able to send you to the right direction to do that. I am Frank Sides with Texarkana Game Day. We are in conjunction with DYB bringing you every single pitch from the Division II 12U 2024 Ozone World Series. And we're going to bring you Division I next week as well. So if you like what you see, make sure you follow and share and like the DYB official page. Go check out Texarkana Game Day. They do some really cool things for the athletes in that part of the country. But now we're back to action. Bottom of the fourth. It looks like Carter's going to step in. Carter grounded out his first time up, and he's going to take a first pitch off the zone for a ball. No, I can't. I'm sorry. Can't hear this. Huh? I'm reading. Sorry, I'm checking the comments. Make sure I'm not mispronouncing anyone's name. To a lesser extent, offending anyone. Hadn't gotten there yet. It's early in the day, though. Curveball. Drops in there for a strike. And Jordan is ahead 1-2 on Cohen Carter. Carter calls time. Curveball stays a little high, just misses the top of Carter's helmet. And Jordan is at pitch number 63 coming now. And that's a fastball fouled back. So obviously if Alabama is able to come storming back and win this thing, this young man will not be available tomorrow. He has reached his limit. And that ball sails over Carter's head. It's full count now. Checking in on the game on field number 10, another elimination game over there. I'll tell you about that in a second as a ground ball off the pitcher's glove, but he's able to handle it and throw over for an easy out at first base. Good job by Bowden on the mound there. Or Jordan, I'm sorry. And Kyler Doty's going to step in. I got him down for an infield single in the first. And across the way in an elimination game over there, Georgia and Tennessee knotted up at 3, heading to the bottom of the third. Alabama beat that Tennessee team 2-1 in the first game of the day over here on Friday. That ball misses high. Curveball floats in high. I believe it's 2-0, but I'm not sure. Not 100% sure. It's 3-0. I missed the first pitch. 3-0. Shows bunt, taken all the way, and that's inside. Ball number 4. So Doty reaches first via the walk, and Griffin Troy
Number 2,
steps in.
Griffin Troy.
Griffin grounded out his first time up to the shortstop. Catches outside corner. They throw behind Doty, but he's back in plenty of time. Curveball, that's a ball. Good looking curveball, just misses the zone. Swung on and missed there. It's 1-2 now. Stays back on the curveball, driven into center field for a single. Now we've got runners on first and second with only one down, and Florida trying to put something together again here. So Troy reaches. Now we've got 2 on and only 1 down for Carter Knight. He grounded out his first time up, and Carter hits 11th in the order, I'm sorry. Squares to bunt to move the runners over for the top half and fouls it back for a strike. Ball's dribbled to the first baseman. He looks to go to third. Doesn't think he can get it back in time, so an out is converted at first, and the runner's on second and third now with 2 down. And the top of the order coming up. And we will remind you about the run rule here. So we're at the point now. 3-run homer here ends this thing. As Kaysen Jackson takes the first pitch outside, the run rule is now officially 10-run lead after 4 innings. So we're in walk-off home run territory if something like that were to happen. Ball flown into center field. Line drive snagged out there in center. And that's going to do it for Florida's rally in the bottom of the 4th. We're going to head to the top half here of the 5th. Alabama trailing 7-0. So top 5 here. Hayden Lee still on the mound for this Avon Park, Florida team in this elimination game out of Bossier City, Louisiana. Hayden has thrown 50 pitches so far through 4. And Jace Yakel is going to lead things off for us here for this Bama offense in desperate need of some base runners. Yakel struck out his first time up way back in the first inning. First pitch from Lee. It's tad outside. Popped up. Center field's calling for it. Now the shortstop calls him off and makes the play. 2 pitch out. And Lee doing what Lee's done all day, just pounding the strike zone with quality strikes.
Up next for Alabama, number 99, Hudson Burkhart.
Hudson Burkhart steps in, struck out leading off the second inning. Takes a first pitch fastball on the inside corner for a strike. That misses. Ground ball to the first baseman. He's going to take it to the bag himself. Out number 2, 3-pitch out. So 5 pitches into the 5th. Lee's already got 2 retired and looking to get his team back in the dugout, hanging on to that 7-0 lead.
Up to bat, number 3 for Alabama, Case Carpenter.
And Carpenter steps in. Carpenter grounded out his first time up. That misses high. Just off the corner, maybe a little high. I'm not sure where that was. Either way, it's ball 1. There's a strike. I got to give these umps some props, man. They are volunteers, but every umpire we've seen on our live stream has been consistent and had a quality strike zone. No complaints from parents, which is utterly shocking. And everyone's been happy with the performance of the umps for the most part. Great job, guys. That ball is driven into left center. And it's going to fall between the center fielder and the left fielder. He's in there with a double. Slides in under the tag. So Carpenter with a double to the center fielder. And now we've got a runner in scoring position for this Bama team and 2 down. Bronner Deal comes in. Bronner Cade against Lee back in the second inning, but he's got a chance to drive in a run here. And that's in there for strike 1. And these runs are important for a couple reasons. 1, you want to get back in the game, but 2, the closer you get this gap, the less likely it is that Florida can end this with 3 of their own in the bottom half. Pickoff attempt. Carpenter's back in plenty of time. 0-1 coming. Strike. Swinging on a fastball up in the zone. Looked like it was a strike either way. And Lee is ahead again 2-0. Pitch number 61 coming from the lefty. Popped up. Is there room over here? There's not. First baseman can't get there. So we'll come back and reset for the 0-2. Again, last time I will say it this stream, share, share, share. Literally 0 effort required to do the bare minimum for these young men today. That misses high. Lee couldn't get on top of the curveball. So pitch number 63 coming. It's going to be a 1-2 to Bronner Deal. Swung on a miss, strike 3. And Hayden Lee has been terrific today on the mound for this Florida team. He's going to take a shutout into the 6th. You're watching an elimination game here live at the DYB 2024 World Series. Florida leads Alabama 7-0. Okay, here we go. Looks like Ty Cleveland's going to lead things off here. This Florida team ripped one up the middle, slide and stop by the shortstop. Throw over. And they're going to call him safe. Ground out. Scratch that RBI single for Ty Cleveland. Just a great play all around. Shortstop over there. Dawson Caminos did everything he could. Just too much speed from Cleveland. Beat that one out.
Ty Cleveland singles to lead off the inning.
Hayden Lee steps up. Hayden has doubled twice. Cleveland takes off for second, and he's in. Sliding, the throw gets away to center field, but not far enough for Cleveland to advance to third. So a runner in scoring position now for Hayden Lee. And Hayden, I believe, has doubled both times up today. The 3-4 hitters due up here next. Ball served into center field. Shortstop's back, makes a play on it. That's an easy out. And Jackson Hancock strolls to the plate. Jackson has driven in a run with a single and struck out his 2 times today. Good curveball from Brandy Jordan, who's still on the mound. Pitch number 81 drops in there for a strike. Again, these are unofficial pitch count numbers. And that's in there for a strike. So he's ahead 0-2 on Hancock. Looking to get his Alabama team back in the dugout. Only trailing by 7 here. Strike 3, rung him up with a curveball on the outside part of the plate. Little backdoor curveball from the lefty, and 2 down just like that.
Up to bat now, Macy Pollitt.
McCoy. Uh-oh. Pickoff attempt. Throws behind him, and he's in there safe. Ty Cleveland breaks for third and steals it. So McCoy Pollitt. He popped up his last time up. Going to take a single to drive in a run here. Or a wild pitch, but the runner doesn't break. Ball 1. And again, this is an elimination game. Both these teams 2 wins and 1 loss apiece here in bracket play. Rematch, first rematch of the tournament that I'm aware of. Could be very wrong. Runner to short. Pollitt's got some speed, and he makes the play, though. So that's it. We're going to head to the 6th inning, and if Alabama doesn't find a way to score 7 runs, it's over. We'll be back here in about 30 seconds. You're watching elimination play here at the 2024 DYB World Series, live from Bossier City, Louisiana. We are back, and Florida is going to bring in a new pitcher.
And what was that other one you said? I'm sorry. Just the right fielders.
Looks like Ty Cleveland going to try to close this thing out for Avon Park, Florida. And number 6, Dawson Caminos. Scratch that. All right, now the catcher's got his gear on, McCoy Pollitt. He made the last out, so McCoy had to go put his gear on, and Ty Cleveland's going to throw a few warm-up tosses here. And that's going to wrap up the day for the starter, Hayden Lee, at 63 pitches. And his final line, Hayden Lee goes 5 innings, strikes out 6, walks 1, only allows 2 hits. So in the biggest spot of the season, that young man performed.
Last inning, folks. Alabama's up. To bat is number 6, Dawson Caminos.
So Caminos ready to step into the plate and get the top of the 6th started. And again, Alabama needs 7 to stave off elimination. First pitch from Cleveland is going to miss wide for a ball. That misses, 2-0. Driven up the middle, shortstop fields it cleanly, throws over, and it's in time. Out number 1. Comes via the ground out to shortstop. So Kason Jackson out there having a heck of a day at shortstop. 1 down and Wheelis steps to the plate. First pitch from Cleveland to Wheelis is going to miss for a ball. He got behind the first hitter, 2-0. Induced a ground out. The ball's flared back to the pitcher, Cleveland, and he makes the play. And Alabama, the 2024 DYB World Series, comes down to their final out here in the form of number 1, Carson Grantham. And Carson struck out his first time up. Swung on and missed, strike 1. So Ty Cleveland, 5 pitches into the top of the 6th here, has his Avon Park, Florida team on the verge of moving on. Strike 2 swinging. So Alabama down to their final strike. And he stays alive with a foul ball off the net. Cleveland's 0-2. Curveball just misses Grantham. Fastball, that's fouled straight back. So Grantham's not going away easily here. Pitch number 6 of this at bat. 1-2 again. Swung on a miss, strike 3. And that's going to be it for this one. Alabama is eliminated. Avon Park, Florida advances with a shutout victory, 7-0. We will see you folks in just a couple minutes for the only 2 remaining undefeated teams, Texas versus South Carolina. But in the meantime, we appreciate you watching. Congratulations to Alabama on a fantastic season. Congratulations to Florida. And we will see you tomorrow Appreciate you tuning in, and we'll see you in a couple minutes for the next one. You have been watching live 2024 World Series coverage here at the DYB Division II Ozone 12U World Series. I'm Frank Sides for Texarkana Game Day and the Diamond Youth Baseball Organization.